going into Burger King. But it is what it is. What's up with no disrespect? I feel like I thought it was a myth that females take on to get ready. Bro, my friend took forever to get ready, man. Like, I'm like, what the frick? Like, I was already, as soon as she left, I got up like 5 minutes, 7 minutes after, whatever. Like, as soon as she left, I got up, took a shower, and got dressed. And I thought I was moving slow, bro. Like, what? She told me she had to be to work at 8, and she comes around, so I'm on the way, like 10 minutes after, like, maybe like 10 minutes going into 8, or 5 minutes going into 8, or something that's like that. I'm like, I think it was like 10 minutes going into 8, bro. Like, what? Like, there's no way, bro. No way. Like, there's no freaking way. Like, what the freak? I can't with the madness, man. I'm over here sitting thinking, like, maybe I'm the one that was gonna, like, not be ready, but I was prepared today, bro. Freaking, oh my God. My whole lemonade fell on the ground, bro. My whole lemonade. No. Go back and get another lemonade, because I really was enjoying that lemonade. I just didn't know that drink was gonna spill, bro. Like, oh my God. Almighty, is this me? My lemonade spilled. Can I get another lemonade? Please. Okay. No, listen. I see ya. I wish I could play my music while I'm recording this shit. It's all good. Never nothing good on the radio. Like, why is this song overly hyped and played, bro? What? Oh no, I heard this song. This is an old song, but okay. Radio sucks. Except for these real old songs that I know, but it's not something I'll be bumping. The radio sucks. Damn, man. Why you go from over there to way over there? People can't drive, bro. He went 3 lanes over and jerked all the way over there. Like, what? I was already over. Like, where did you come from? I don't know what's people's problem today. Like, I already looked over and had turned over. Like, and this car's. That's the second time a car tried to hurry up and rush into me. Like, I had already turned the wheel over into the lane I was trying to go into, and I'm riding for like a couple seconds now, and then this truck just out of nowhere comes on the side of me and beeps the horn trying to pass me. Like, bro, what the fuck? Where did you come from? Like, I looked at my rearview mirror and I went over it, and I guess he was trying to like hurry up and pass me. I don't know, maybe he had somewhere to be. Like, I looked over. I was already over. Like, where did you come from? I make less mistakes as a new driver than they do driving for years. Like, how does that make any sense? People don't use their turn signals. They use their turn signals too late. They switch over lanes. Like, what the fuck, bro? Then they want to drive on me. Like, yeah, I get people might think I'm driving slow because I'm driving the speed limit. But you just literally, that's what you're supposed to do, especially because it's raining outside. Like, why would you be driving so damn fast? Like, driving is super easy. You gotta watch out for everybody else. Everybody else driving on the road. Like, I get that's common sense to a degree. Like, but you really gotta watch out for everybody else on the road. Like, it's sad. Like, everybody done got too comfortable driving, and I get like, okay, fine. Like, yeah, driving is fun as hell, and you get to move this car extremely fast and stuff. But like, some stuff, like, come on, man, it don't be making sense. Some situations, a lot of accidents shouldn't even be happening, but people be doing stuff, and I'm like, thank God, like, that car didn't run. Damn, that car messed up. But thank God the car didn't run into me just now. Like, I clearly had the right of way. Like, come on now. I was already in the lane, and you gonna speed up beside me and start to like beep your horn. I always tell people, like, when you drive, you can drive like an old grandma, and they'll mostly avoid you for the most part. If you drive like an old grandma, which is most of the time the speed limit, especially when you see the school zone stuff coming up, everybody else want to drive like 40 miles per hour in a 25-mile. Like, you're not supposed to do that. You're speeding. And if you're driving too fast, people don't be thinking that, or texting and driving, and how that can literally put you in a pickle because you didn't really consider, like, hey, I effed up. You know what I mean? Like, people sitting there, they driving too fast and stopping and going at the wrong times. Like, how are you supposed to like really pay attention to everybody around you? Everybody around you don't even know what the freak they're doing. You got people driving too fast, so they hit the brake, and it's like an immediately hit the brake kind of thing, which is why you're supposed to keep 3 to 4 seconds away from them or whatever, or like a car length away from them. But I'm like, I don't know what the freak. Shut up. I had to stop at the stop sign. Like, why are you beeping your horn? You came right behind me. For what reason? Why do you keep... What the... Bro? Man, I slowed down, stop at the stop sign. And this car... And I... Like, what? Car... I get there thinking, like, okay, no one's there. You should just get... No. Because I wanted to stop at the stop sign over here in the parking lot. I literally stopped at the little... It's a stop out in the street in these parking lots or whatever. I literally stopped and was getting ready to go, and then the drink gonna beep his horn at me. Like, what? This horn is probably the most powerful FU weapon I can think of, bro. It's like, why? What was the point of that? I stopped at the stops. I was stopping at the thing. Like, come on. He literally just pulled behind me. He literally just pulled behind me and gonna beep the horn when I stopped. Like, it's one thing if I stop and it's like a green light or some shit, and he's trying to tell me to go. Okay, fine, whatever. But that, come on now, come on. What? Back roads are hard to drive behind. Like, yeah, you could put your freaking high beams on and shit, but the roads be like effed up and stuff, with like the ground and stuff be messed up. And then a lot of times, depending on where you are in the back roads, it's hard to see because they don't never have no lights back there. It's like pitch black back here, man. In the nighttime, obviously it's fine in the daytime for the most part, but in the rain last night, it rained last night, and that rain was kind of atrocious, bro. Like, it was fine, but certain areas, especially going through the back way, was hard to see. And it was hard to see freaking just see everything. I was like trying to make sure I could see, because I'm in the dark, so I'm trying to make sure I see faded white line and faded yellow line in this road that didn't look like the line needed to be redone, so I could barely see it. So I'm riding in the dark last night in the rain, and I'm like, bro. But that was my first time riding in the rain. That was actually not bad, but still, like, which is why I normally rely on the GPS when need be, for areas I'm not sure. And then I use the Waves app, where it tells me the speed limit, the speed I'm going, where like traffic cams, police net, like it tells me a lot of different stuff. But I prefer that. Then I customized it for my person my character that's riding on the map to be an alien spaceship. Like, what the crazy stuff, bro. I think the thing is with cars being in such a hurry doing random stuff is because everybody is on this default thing of doing everything late, last minute, instead of early. On time is still considered late, believe it or not. Because you're leaving out the house on time, you never know what the freak obstacles can come your way before that. But then you got everybody else who's just like, okay, I'm gonna leave the house on time or late, and not really thinking like, hey, people be just not really considering anything when they be on the road, and they're just like, whatever, I just do whatever I want. Confused how they even got their license to begin with. Or it took me extra long to get mine. Like, what the hell? I mean, like, not extra long. So like, me driving, I didn't even realize that initially a lot of the stuff that they tell you in driving school, the person who's driving with you tells you certain things, and to watch out for the car and slow down, all that stuff. Especially when I was riding, like, my mom was in the passenger seat teaching me to drive and stuff. Shout out my mom, appreciate her. The only person to actually not only believe in me, Well, it might be a slight stretch on that, but for the most part, the only person to believe in me and actually help me trying to get my license, aside from my friend who let me drive to get my license. So shout out those people. But everybody else just kind of was like, oh, you should have your license, you know. Oh my gosh, everybody's handing you and stuff like that. It's like people want to sit there and complain about you and like all this stuff you don't got going on for yourself, and they got their own problems. 1, 2, no one's there to guide and motivate you like they should be doing. But yet want to complain. Like if I have lack of guidance and I'm not, motivation from other people is atrocious because you can't rely on them. People will be like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, whatever. And it's like, you could tell people to the face turn blue, and that don't mean anything until you want to do it yourself. Which is why I create self-motivation. But I couldn't rely on nobody. These same people who was teaching me to drive, who was like, all right, come on, I'm gonna show you so you can get your license right away. Who was doing that? Who the fuck was doing that? Yeah, everybody want to point their fingers at me and be acting like, oh, well, you should have been had your license. No one was showing me how to drive. Like, what? Going to driving school and stuff, sure, but driving school is expensive. I was trying to blend in the two, but you couldn't rely on people. I had friends occasionally trying to help me and stuff. It takes time, though. Like, but everybody, you can't sit there. If I'm not getting no help and no practice, and I don't just have money laying around to just go to driving school every 5 seconds, like, come on now. Like, yeah, I get at a certain age, it's when people get their license and stuff like that, so that makes sense. But when I'm kind of growing up into this household that isn't having everything together like it needs to be, shout out my mom doing the best that she can, you know? And she's the only one that actually was trying to show me how to drive. Like, you can't sit there and be like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I swear. You wondering what took me so long to get my stuff. Like, it take me long to do anything right when I'm doing it my damn self. Like, what? Like, that's like saying how long is it gonna take you to reach the moon, but you don't have no resources and no equipment to get there, but you should have been reached the moon by now. Like, what? Nigga, I gotta study and follow NASA's program or some shit to even figure out how to build a space shuttle. I can't fly to the moon. Like, we've reached for the stars, but I can't fly to the moon without the necessary equipment and things that I need to prepare myself and go to the moon. That's why I had to have my own self-motivation to be like, I'm gonna get what I want to get done, take care of my business, do what I got to do to survive out here, because ain't nobody else gonna help you. He's just gonna continue to keep falling back. When you gonna get your license? When you gonna do this? When you gonna do that? He's gonna keep getting stuff and not telling nobody nothing. So they can say congratulations. People are there in the moment that you're winning, but no one's around when you're losing. And yet everybody always has something to say. Things going bad, it's like, oh, well, keep your head up, you know. If anything I can do, please let me know. But they're not gonna do nothing. No one cares. No one gives a flying rat's behind. Like, no one cares. No one's about to sit there and go. Not too many people go out their way, and even when they go out their way, they don't really want to help you. People be looking like, dang it, why did I agree to help this person? I'm just trying to pass them along, but I really don't want to help them right now. Like, people don't want to help. Shout out my haters, bro. They my motivators. That's who my motivators are. Your own freaking family aren't even your motivators, bro. It's your haters, like, because they push you to want to do better. But everybody else, it's just kind of like pushing me along, like, just whatever. Like, okay, stupid shit. As soon as you're winning is when people have a handout of looking at you like, oh, now he's a winner. But when you're not winning, they think you're a loser. So stay smart out here, people, man. Stay smart.